Guys, let's start off today's video with a big thank you to the TunerStore. These guys reached out to your boy and asked me to test out a set of TruHart coilovers. Now I'm going to show you guys their website. It's pretty easy to use. You can search by year, make, and model for any vehicle that's out there. Now once you do that, you can actually search by specific category types. You can browse through all parts available, or you can even do a search for available model number. So let me show you how to do it. Now before I get there, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. I'm going to show you guys a preview of some of the parts that are available. These guys, they have taken the time to create relationships with some of the top companies in today's market. As you can see, AEM, BC Racing Coilovers, K&N. These guys have exactly what you need for your car. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and type in the beginning of the TruHart model number, which is TH-H, and you can see it does pull up a number of different models of TruHart coilover, and we're looking specifically for the 2018 and 2019 Honda Accord. This particular listing right here, it does say it's for the Street Max, which is their top of the line coilover. The one that we have is actually the Street Plus. Now TruHart does have three level of coilovers. They have the Street Max, the Street Plus, and then the basic Street version. All of these designs have fantastic reviews out there on the market, and I know me personally, I'm pretty excited to get them on and test them out for you guys. Now one of the cool things about the TunerStore is they actually work very hard to make sure that they're getting you quality parts from some of the manufacturers out there. So you can see right here that they are SEMA members, and they go a little bit extra mile to make sure that you guys are being taken care of. So you can see here, I added coilovers to the cart. They already took the 10% off, and they give you multiple ways to check out, including that PayPal protection, which is very important, I know, at least to me anyways. So you guys don't wait, go ahead and check out the TunerStore, see what they have available for you right now, and order yourself a set of these coilovers, and let's test them out together. Alright guys, so this is the official TunerStore sponsored box. So as you guys can see here, we have a set of TruHart coilovers. The TunerStore sent these to me so that I can go ahead and test them out. If you guys are interested in a set for yourself, go ahead and go to the TunerStore. You can go to their website or their eBay page. If you go to their website, they're actually going to give you guys 10% off for watching, or for individuals that watch this video. So go ahead and take advantage of it. It is not just on TruHart coilovers. There is a number of items that you can actually get incentives or 10% off. So go take a look at their store. Link is going to be down in the description. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and unbox these, take a look at what's inside each individual box, and then we're going to go ahead and get them installed on the Accord. So let's get these guys cut open. So first things first, let's go ahead and just take these bands, which they're not cutting. All right. All right, so right off the bat, as soon as you open it up, you have your wrenches for the coilovers. You have the TruHart decal, which is going on the workbench. You also have instructions. For those of you that are curious, these are the TruHart Street Plus Coilovers. This is their mid-range type coilover. They've got 3 types. The absolute best ones, they do have dampening built into them. These ones do not have dampening, which is fine. It's not something that I needed. This is just a street car. And then in the back it tells you how to adjust preload, curiosity for lubricants, things of that nature. But if you're interested, okay, of course you can go to TruHart's website, or I highly recommend going to the TunerStore just so that you can get yourself 10% off. And then of course a little bit of lubrication. So we're gonna put this over on the workbench, and then we're gonna take out each individual box and go from there. So let me get you guys set up on the tripod. We're gonna pull out each box, go through it. All right, so box number 1. So this is the front shock. As you can see, you have your adjustability here. This locks it in place. So once you come all the way up and it's locked in place, this can't go up or down. And then this one actually locks in your spring preload here. So this is what the fronts look like. Look to be in pretty decent shape. So that's the front. Same thing with this guy. You've got your adjustability here, locking down here, and then of course to adjust your preload is right here. Now if we get to the lowers, this is the lower. So here's your spring assembly. Here's your strut. And of course you have your adjustability here. So if you want to go higher or lower, you can. From the factory they come maxed out for like your drop. So if you wanted to be absolutely short, you could. Once you install, if you install them just like this, you're probably going to be touching the ground. And then in addition to that, you have your perch that the spring sits on. So that will go mounted just like that underneath the car. And you can raise or lower to make sure that you have the rates that you want underneath the car. So I'm gonna unbox all these. I'm gonna put them over on the workbench and we're gonna take a look at them in detail. All right guys, so this is it. This is the TruHart Street Plus Coilover setup for the 10th gen Accord. Okay, now this particular kit does come with the 2 rear struts. It comes with a set of springs for the rear. It also comes with lock collars or perches for the springs to sit on. And then you're also getting the full coilover for the front. Now these guys, they're not just your typical budget setup. So most of the budget setups that you're going to find out there, they're mono shock, and then of course they have, you know, height adjustability. These guys are actually like a dual tube setup. Okay, so the science behind that is actually supposed to help out with like the actual ride itself. It's not as harsh of a ride, the way that it dissipates the fluid while the shock is traveling up and down is definitely the way to go. I know some of the, you know, more expensive manufacturers go with that particular type of design, but they also did some things like, you know, of course, using aluminum for the top mounts and for the, you know, lock rings, things like that. So traditionally for, you know, a budget shock, most manufacturers are going to go cheap all the way around. And I don't want to say, you know, that these aren't necessarily a cheap shock. These are actually a mid-range shock for TruHart. So there's typically 3 levels. This is a mid-level. The one above this does actually have dampening settings, but ours do not, and I'm fine with that. I don't really need dampening settings. It's not a race car. But I do expect this to give us some decent ride quality. So what I'd like to do is go ahead and get these installed inside the car. We're going to go through the process of taking out the stock struts. As you guys can see here, we do have to retain some of the stock hardware in order to mount these guys up. First things first, though, we got to take out the stock units. We're going to go ahead and measure them, and then we're going to go ahead and get these set to the stock measurements. And when I say stock, what I mean is stock struts with the Megan Racing springs that I currently have on there. And then once I have them measured out, I'm probably going to go a 1/4 inch shorter because I want my car to sit a little bit lower. So that's going to be a wrap on the unboxing of these TruHart coilovers. You guys take a second, go to the TunerStore, take a look at these coilovers and see if they're going to work out for you. I can't wait to actually get them installed. We're waiting for a little bit of sunshine. Hopefully that should happen by tomorrow, but these are going on quickly, and then we're going to go ahead and do a test with them. You guys are going to take a look at some drive-bys. You're going to look at how these springs actually ride, make sure they're not too bouncy, so on and so forth. So hopefully you guys have learned a little bit about the TunerStore. So again, guys, thank you for sponsoring today's video. Without you, of course, I wouldn't be able to test out these coilovers. And for those of you guys watching, if you guys want to take advantage of a 10% discount at the TunerStore, go take a look at what they have. They carry a wider range of parts for all cars, but specifically they have a number of parts for our 10th gen Accord. So with that being said, let's get into some action shots.